It's a frickin' Sunday. It is, well, we had leap day earlier, right? End of February. Today was spring ahead day. That's right, daylight savings. We lost an hour of sleep, which means we lost a few cups of coffee as well. Son of a bitch. 30-minute musings powered by, well, I don't know what kind of coffee I was drinking last night, but man, I'll tell you what. I was out last night, met up with a couple of friends, got home late-ish. It was after midnight, which means it was, going to be later than expected. Let's just say if it was like 12:30, I bumped my clock in the car here up an hour. And, you lose an hour of sleep. I had my alarm set for 6 a.m. As I mapped it out, it would have been, 5 hours of sleep? Something like that. Yeah, well, no, I got home around midnight, which you bump it ahead an hour. Let's call it 1. I was going to wake up at 6. 6 o'clock alarm went off. I reset it for 10, which is what I did. Woke up to that. I just was not feeling it for whatever reason. And even right now, I still feel a little sluggish, just mentally, It's like my body's okay. It's not like the workouts are killing me. It's just my brain today is just, man, I don't want to do jackrabbit shit. And maybe that's the prep for tomorrow. I need to go in. We're doing a bunch of college basketball games. Got to take care of that at work. But then I got to do the 4 a.m. cover spot on the news station Monday morning. So, maybe my brain's already in torment from that shit. But God, just something is wrong with my brain. So I would like to figure out what that is so I can avoid whatever is making it do what it's doing. My brain, it almost feels disconnected in some areas, I mean, because if I slept that extra bit from 6 till 10, that's an extra 4 hours of sleep. Went like nothing. And it didn't do much. And to be fair, my alarm at 6 woke me up. I woke up maybe 10 minutes before my 10 o'clock alarm went off. And I've been kind of doing that lately. Waking up before the alarm goes off. But, man. Today just couldn't get it. Just couldn't hit it right. And I'm not feeling all too there. So as it's already 11 o'clock pretty much, I gotta be to work in an hour. So for the remaining 27 minutes, I don't know, gonna be floating around. Well, it's a Florida plate, but it's got University of Florida Gators stuff on it. It tricked me. Not gonna lie, it tricked me. Oh well. So yeah, I gotta do the 4 a.m. spot tomorrow. That's not gonna be fun. Just not gonna be fun. Oh. Brutal. In other news, kinda finally got the bullshit job taken care of for my vacation leave of absence, however you want to look at it. Now, from a logistical standpoint, yes, I only work there 1 day a week. I'm going to be gone for 3 days. 3 Thursdays, because that's all I work there. Yeah, let's just say once again, it's so fucking stupid. The shift managers, oh yeah, well, don't worry, we'll take care of it. Well, wait a minute, the website said to contact HR. I tried getting a hold of her for like 2 weeks. Then I called the corporate HR. There's a New York plate, the taxi cab yellow with the navy blue letters. There's one on the board. Woo! But I tried contacting her for 2 weeks. Then I called up the corporate HR thing. They said, no, that's like an in-house deal. It's an in-building issue. That's not something you need to run through corporate. Don't worry about that. Talk to your HR rep. Well, goddamn, been taking forever. Finally got a hold of her. And she said, no, just talk to your shift manager. Both of them. Really? See, I just drove by in Avis and I saw a Massachusetts plate. That does not count because it's a vehicle rental joint. Does not count. All we got on the board is New York. And actually, we got a Texas plate on the board now. Boom. Look at that shit. BMW of Dallas. So says the license plate cover. Excuse me, a little burp there. What am I burping? I didn't have anything to eat yet. That's how bad of a morning I've had. Tomorrow's going to be worse. Wake up at 2 a.m. Jesus Christ, you kidding me? I got to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, be out the door by 3, be there at 4. Don't really want to hear how bad... I hate Mondays. Motherfucker, you wouldn't want my Monday, I guarantee you. But everybody's going to be posting that shit on Facebook. I hate Mondays, oh my god. Try waking up at 2 a.m. Wake up at 2 a.m. to start your Monday. Shut your fucking trap. Shut your dick holster. Yeah. Okay, I stole that line from that animated show Archer on FX. Funny as shit. Shut your dick holster. That's always worth a chuckle. And insulting to the right people. Did a workout yesterday. I did the upper body shit, push-ups and pull-ups. Did the challenge. Feel like I'm getting better at that because I'm kind of doing it every other day, every third day, just to keep the upper body doing something, which I don't normally do. And when I'm blasting, boom, 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 going through those push-ups really fast, it's like I can get more done as opposed to going for full, deep form. Chest all the way to the ground, arms fully extended. Well, I always go fully extended up at the top of that push-up, but seems like I was able to up my numbers. And even the pull-ups. I mean, normally I'm a wimp and I'll just do 5s. Then I was like, what the fuck, 6s. I closed out yesterday doing 22s and 8s. 22 push-ups, 8 pull-ups on that final stretch. That seems to, yeah. I mean, if I can do that on the closeout, that's pretty good. I like that. Different story. Today, I don't think I'm going to get a workout done. I just don't. What the hell is all that squeaking? What is that? Is that my seatbelt buckle clip thingy? Making all that fucking noise? Come on, this car makes enough noise. I don't need that. Here, I got a pet peeve right now as I'm at a red light, but as I drive, here's something that pisses me off. Passenger in a car who's like barefoot and either got the foot hanging out the window or up on the dashboard. Stop that. Even if it's a chick with cute feet. No. Just don't. Sneeze. For fuck's sakes. Woo. Oh, man. So hopefully the worst of my fucking day, because like I'm in cruise control mode for vacation. Hopefully the worst of it is already behind me. Like I know I still got another week and a half. Because this coming Thursday is St. Patrick's Day. I leave the next Thursday. Speaking of tomorrow, though, probably being the worst day that I got left. If that's 4 a.m. until noon, I can go shopping right after that, and I'm gonna get me a bottle of Jameson. That's some damn good shit. Irish whiskey. Woo. You know, for St. Patrick's Day, it makes perfect sense. Then I'll make it through work Thursday. Oh, I couldn't see what plate that was. Damn it. I want to say Missouri, but I don't know for sure. That's not official. All we got is a New York and a Texas right now. There was another one, but I couldn't see it. The other car was in the way. And there was another one. I'm not paying attention. It's in the oncoming lane, so it's tough to see. But bottle of Jameson, that should be nice. Maybe a shot here and there along the way, and then I'll definitely have some on Thursday, which there's another little outing I'm going to be going to. We'll see how that goes. They don't have to be Irish, but so long as there's girls there, that's really my concern. I wouldn't even say it's a concern. Preference. I mean, yeah, you get to a St. Patrick's Day something or other. There's going to be other guys there, I'm sure, but again, they don't even have to be Irish. Just let's see what the ladies are up to. There's another New York plate, taxi cab yellow with the navy blue letters. And yes, I have to say it like that way all the time. Don't know why. Well, so you know the difference at the very least. And I'm sure New York, well, I know of two plates. There's that, and then there's the white face with the two kind of blue banners to them. And anyone familiar enough to be like, well, what about this one? Like, I'm sure maybe back in the day. I seem to remember one that had, like, the Statue of Liberty somewhere, like, silhouetted in the middle of the plate. Or maybe it was just Lady Liberty's face. Maybe I'm thinking of the New York Rangers hockey jersey. I don't know. But I could have sworn I've seen license plate. No, it was, but that was, oh, dude, that was like Ghostbusters 2, now that I remember it. That's where I remember that license plate from. So it did exist. With the silhouette of the Statue of Liberty. It did exist, but that's several years ago. Just about to hit I-95 now. The problem is I got to merge. I don't want to take Broward Boulevard. I already made my run down here. Mr. Van, please, if you could... Okay, let me in. That's cool, too. Mr. Van, yes, I called him that. Could be a woman, but it's definitely a van. Oh, it is so nice. Let me give you that report right now. For Christ's sakes, 83 degrees. Oh, baby, it's got to be at least 75. At least 75. It's nice. Well, that nice weather. Here's the bitch of it. Like, I'm going to go up to Lincoln County, Wisconsin for vacation, and then fuck me, I'm going to come right back. It's going to be early to mid-April when I get back. It's going to be that much hotter, that much more humid, and just, woo! Brutal. South Carolina plate, that is official. Put it on the board. And that over there, I don't know. He's splitting off. He's taking 595. I don't know. Wanted to say that was Quebec, but I honestly don't know. It does not count. Son of a bitch. My God, it looks great outside. Had I known it was going to be this nice out today, I may have skipped last night's little meetup so I could get to the beach today. Well, no, spring break. I probably would have been dumb. No, I'm glad I went out last night. I can remember talking to somebody that I was working with about, oh yeah, man, we should get down to the beach for spring break. And this is like, I don't know, 6 years ago, probably. That's an Ontario plate. Put it on the board. But we were talking like, yeah, man, we should get out of spring break down on the beach, dude. I don't get Fort Lauderdale, Miami's going to be jumping. There's going to be girls everywhere, blah, blah. And I never went. I was like, oh, damn, well, I'll go next year. The next year, damn, I'll go next. Now all of a sudden it's like, fuck all that. It's like, I'm past that spot. Quebec plate, put it on the board. You know, do I enjoy having drinks? Well, yeah, but I enjoy having drinks. I don't need to get all fucked up. Like, I'm past that age where getting fucked up before noon is a thing. It happens. Rare occasions, but it's not called the weekends anymore. You know, body's slowing down a little bit with certain things. I'm trying to watch my diet, what I'm intaking. I can party like a rock star. I just don't recover like a rock star. That's the big difference. You talk about a pain in the ass. And I see a plane off in the distance, and my thought right now as I'm driving by the airport is, I'll see you soon enough. Give it a week and a half. Damn, it looks nice out. It is nice out. Doesn't even look. The air is just right for drinking, as I would say. Hey, there's a North Carolina plate first in flight. That's how I know it. Big old Frontier airline right there. On the ground. What is that? Check that out for me. Frontier Airlines. And it looks like it's got like a paint job on the damn thing. It looks like there's like a baby husky on the back wing. Like, you know, an Iditarod dog, right? Looks like there's a Snow White baby husky on the back on the tail wing of the plane. And all along the side it says Frontier. Or is it French and it says Frontier? I have no idea. I couldn't see what the little animal was. Cute little shit, though. Okay, why is this guy trying to merge and pass people? Traffic's like kind of slowed down here. Your merging will fail you. There is another Quebec plate. That's what, 2 officially. Yeah, boy, especially today, boy, do I want to be on vacation. Just, yeah, my brain doesn't want to function. Like, when I had 3 cups of coffee last night, a little burp and a hiccup and a yawn, you get all that shit for free, whether you listen on Spreaker while the episode is still available, or on my YouTube channel. The burps, the yawns, the coughs, the sneezes, it's all free. Don't worry about it. I just throw that shit in there for extra. That's for fun. No, it's never for fun. Oh, excuse me. I don't like yawning. It means I'm tired. Well, okay, there's a U-Haul with a trailer towing a Georgia plate car. I think that counts. I will not count the Arizona plate that's on the U-Haul itself. I will indeed count the Georgia plate that's being towed by the U-Haul, because that means there's people moving down here, I would think. So that qualifies. The car does. The U-Haul does not. And I didn't know the plate on the trailer. Just skipped my brain. Unless it was on the opposite side of the car as I was passing it. But the car itself was a Georgia plate. Georgia's got a couple of plates too. And I think the Carolinas got alternate plates. So maybe I should start mentioning those. Well, the South Carolina plate was like that starburst looking, like a sundown type background to it. Kind of orange, like a tangerine color with some blue. Looks like a nice sundown backdrop. Of course, North Carolina was the first in flight. One apiece, though. Remember, I'm not naming new shit. Just saying, states that have different plates that I may stumble across and mention. Some of the Georgia ones that I see, and there's only one of those on the board for record for today. Those are generally, they got like a little, the Georgia peach, just a little peach in the middle of the plate. Ooh, that looks like a new plate. What is that up there? Oh no, that's Florida. You know what, his license plate cover was throwing me off. Like it was blocking off and shading part of the plate. I couldn't quite tell. Man, I'm gonna get on vacation. I'm gonna eat like a fucking garbage disposal. I'm gonna be drinking plenty. I do remember a few years back when I was on vacation, and it was a short vacation. It was maybe a week. But I was legitimately, like, what you would say, drunk every day. I can't do that anymore. And plus, this is like the better part of 3 weeks that I'm going to be on vacation. So, goddamn, I just can't do that anymore. Just cannot. But, I'll be having some drinks. Whether it's a melon ball, maybe a little bourbon and something, Jim Beam preferably. Because I've had me some, what's that good expensive, Maker's Mark? Had that before. It's a little heavier. It's not as, Jim Beam's got a good sweet to it. Or maybe I just need to have a better, another run at Maker's Mark. Because you figure it's a pricier bourbon. Like the flavor more so. With my friend's wedding up in Cocoa Beach a few months ago, I had me a shot of Maker's. And I don't remember, like, something tells me it was smoother, but I just remember the taste was like, okay, it's not as sweet as Jim Beam. And I kind of like the sweet. You know, I grew up, drinking Kool-Aid, Then beyond that, it was like, soft drinks. So I really grew to like Dr. Pepper, which also mixes well with Southern Comfort if you're looking to mix it with some alcohol. But a lot of soft drinks, probably another reason why my body's just, oh God, can't do that shit no more. Because I riddled my body with sugary shit and a lot of, enough booze. Sounds like I had a problem, but I would say no. Look at all the fucking birds out here by this pond. By this shitty-ass golf course that's right next to the Coca-Cola plant. in the fucking trailer park. They're not quite like storks or cranes of some kind. There were a bunch in that pond. Huh. Oh well. They weren't the ibis birds, the hurricane birds. I don't know, unless it's a different breed, a different species of it. Oh well. No workout today though. Because as soon as I get done with what I gotta do, I need to hustle home and really start winding down. Oh fuck, maybe I should get a bottle of booze and have like a nightcap or two. Help me to pass out. I mean, if I had enough time, I would get one now. But is there a place along the way that I can get me a fucking bottle? I mean, maybe go to a Publix along the way and get a fucking bottle of wine. And just start throwing down that shit as soon as I get home. Probably not smart to do, though. Actually, it's not smart to do. Like, if this was something I could gradually do, have a drink here, wait a little bit, have another drink here, wait a little bit, have another drink, instead of just throwing them down like a, you know, throwing them down like Charles Barkley, you know, just dunking those motherfuckers. Pow! That's right. I could kill off a bottle of Lambrusco on my own for an evening. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's happened before. The big bottle too. Might take a little more. But still, that bottle's like $10 and it's a really good fucking wine. For what it is. Not good and sweet. I like it. Speaking of drinking, yeah. Mike, I think you have a problem. Yeah, I can't afford the good stuff. You're goddamn right I have a drinking problem. I can't afford the good stuff. Oh boy. But my brain is just, right now. Better since I started driving. Maybe just to getting up and out in the sun and all, I don't know. But man, I couldn't get going for like an hour plus. Like now I finally feel somewhat functional. As I'm about to cross over 441, State Road 7, for those of you interested in somewhat keeping track at home. But, man, I met up with everybody. I had 3 cups of coffee. Was it decaf? Is that where they got me? I don't know. I never looked at what they brew up. Oh well. I'd rather feel like crap today if I could somehow miraculously feel good tomorrow and get through that full fucking day. 2 hours worth of prep up, 6 hours of live shows, and I'm gone. It's like 2 hours of prep, a 4-hour live show, then right after that a 2-hour live show. That's how that runs. Not a fan of the live show. The morning news thing, well, that's just the morning news. You know, that just is what it is. Quick interviews, basically like 5-minute segments. The segments last 5 minutes long, that is to say. Boom, then we're doing something else. Boom, then we're doing... It really flies. There's a nice fucking Corvette up. That's a split-window Corvette. What is that, a 63? I mean, I can tell it's got the Florida antique license plate on it from way... I mean, that's like a half mile up the road. But that's a split-window Corvette. Oh, the back window's got the split, you know? Any car buff, no, I think it's a 63. Oh, man, and he's turning in someplace. I'm not a car buff, but that's a sexy car I would like. I mean, it's an antique. It's a fucking classic. The split-window Vet. Well, this place has got all... There's an SS right there. That's a split window for damn sure. What are they doing at that place? I don't even think that's a car dealership. But there was like an SS. What is that, a Chevelle? No idea. Camaro? I'm not sure. But that looked a little aged itself. But a split-window Corvette. Mark that shit down. I just saw a split-window Corvette. I'm pretty sure that's a 63. The only year they did that, if I know correctly. I'm no car buff, but that one, everybody raves about it, and, well, the Corvette is an easy car to notice. The taillights are, like, perfectly circular. There's usually, it's like 2 and 2, you know what I mean? It's not just one big fucking lens on one side or the other. No, it's basically 4 taillights. But it's like 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and they're circular. So that's one thing, even if I don't, what the fuck is this car in front of me? You know, if I can't, or if it doesn't have any insignia on it or whatever. It's like, what the fuck? I can always tell by that. I can identify dogs, breeds of dogs, better than I can cars. Which I know is very weird because I've gone through more cars than I have dogs in my life. I pass cars every day driving along. I don't see very many dogs, but, you know, I guess I like animals more than I like machines. New Jersey plate behind me, he's turning off. Which doesn't make much sense because, well, what kind of car is that? Well, it's a Mustang. That's an animal. What kind of car is that? Well, it's a Barracuda. Well, that's an animal. What kind of four-wheeler is that? It's a Yamaha Grizzly. I don't know if Yamaha makes the Grizzly, but I know there's a four-wheeler called the Grizzly. Yamaha Raptor. Granted, it's not an animal that we still have alive roaming the planet, but you can make your arguments, I get that. Well, what is he going to clean up the yard with? Oh, he's got a Bobcat. Oh, okay. The one that still gets me, and it's vehicle, it's not so much, you know, named after an animal, but Isuzu, okay? Japanese, or maybe it's Korean, but it's Oriental like a motherfucker, right? About to make my turn here on West Island Drive by the North Perry Airport. But Isuzu, that's Oriental as fuck. It's a little, oh, there's a Colorado plate, put it on the board. It's an Isuzu Amigo. How the fuck do you get an Oriental vehicle and put a goddamn Spanish name on that thing? That's fucking nutty weird to me. That's nuttier than squirrel shit. Like what, France has got like Renault, I think is one of their brands. Let me think of something here. The Renault Sun? I don't know. Maybe that's a bad example. I don't know. Let me start over again. But it's something that totally, like the Renault Chieftain, you know? My father was a priest, okay? Well, my mother was the priestess, my father was the chieftain of his tribe, okay? Yeah, the Renault Chieftain. Like, really? Just makes no sense. The Volvo High Chief. It's like, you're Swedish, what the fuck? Stop that. Not quite in the red yet, but I know I'm getting, what are we, 2-minute warning? Oh, we just hit the 2-minute warning. Yes, we did. The Isuzu Amigo. Still, that's a head scratcher. How do you get a company that's based in the Orient to make a car, give it a name, Amigo, which means, guy friend, male friend. Amigo, amiga, chico, chica, little boy, little girl. How the fuck do you mix that in? Because, pardon me if I don't know that Isuzu's Japanese or Korean, I don't know that exactly, but Southeast Asia nonetheless. How the fuck do you throw a Hispanic name on that car? Oh, by the way, you can also go back to the animal things. There's cougars. Yeah, what was that? Mercury made those. Were there ever panther cars? I would imagine cats had a lot of fucking vehicle names. But oh well, less than a minute to go. About to make my turn on the Miramar Parkway, which at whatever point splits, and would also be the exit to Hallandale Beach Boulevard, which is where I got rear-ended the second time. Remember that exit? Oh yeah. I do. Son of a bitch. But the light is red. Pissed me off. Oh, the lefties get to make their turn. So I gotta try to make a political statement about it. Oh, who's got the green light? Oh, it's the lefties. Oh well. We're winding out. This is my Sunday. I gotta get into some college hoops games. And then, early. So, till we meet again, won't be too long. But till we meet again, I'll catch your ass down the road.